All right, cabin R733 on the 14th floor. That's Riviera 733 on the 14th floor. Let's take a look. Keep in mind, at the end of our video, we do a complete review after our stay in the room. Let me turn the lights on. These are the lights right here. So we'll turn the lights on. We'll see what happens. This light goes on automatic. We walk in here. You've got your life jackets. We have our bags already in here. Life jackets up there. Tons of storage. Look at the regular hangers. Tons of storage. Let's take a look in this cabinet. Storage. Safe. Yeah, no money. And storage. So this area here, you walk in and that light turns on automatically and shuts off automatically. We're gonna go right to the bathroom since we're right here. Step up, be careful. Soaps. It's a little older looking. We've got a line here. If you want to dry bathing suits, you just clip it over there on the other end. I don't see where you would clip it. Oh, there it is. You clip it on the other side there. All right. We've got a US plug. Hand soap, lotion. Tissues, trash, more storage, and additional toilet paper. And we've got a toilet brush hidden behind there. That's good. We've got a couple of little hooks. And don't forget to watch your step. A full mirror. I like how it's got that little curvature there and you're coming through the doorway. So this is a 4-person room. You could see there's a bed here. There's a bed there. And the 2 beds down the bottom could be separated. And the rooms too, it could do that. But we're using the room as a 2-person room, but it could be utilized as a 4-person room. So we're going to start over here on this side. We've got a end table, light switch, storage. Nice mirror. And that it is tight getting in and out of here because of the beds that are there. You got this switch not working. Anything's working with that. All right, that goes with the overhead lights. This goes with this. There are no USBs at the ends of the end tables. No USBs or plugs. And I just hit myself on this bed here. So if it's just 2 of you and you're in this room, you may not want to be in here because it's a little tight with those extra beds. So we got the TV, more storage up here, a couple glasses. Let's look in here. We have a refrigerator. Blow dryer, 1 US plug, 2 US plugs, a phone, light over the, and then we've got more storage. Keep in mind, at the end of our video, we do a complete review after our stay in the room. So it's a decent workspace. And if you come down behind the door, here's our muster instructions. We are muster F. We're deck 7. So we're going to go towards the back of the ship. We're going to come down to, what's it say here? Deck 7. So we're going to come over, come down to deck 7, and we're going to go to the Kroner's bar. That's where our muster station is. Always pay attention to muster and safety. Very, very important. I've got the heat. So right now it's on cold. Blue is cold. Red is hot. All right, you got to check out this. This is one of the best things I like about this room. One is the number. I love that number. $4 down and we have our own, I call it our own deck. Balcony. The best part of my cabin is right here. Check this out. This is literally like our extended balcony, if you will. It really, really is cool. Cabin R733 Riviera 733. Let's check it out. We've been living there for a while, so I want to go through something that irritates the hell out of me with this room. And if you look back behind these pillows, there's light switches right there. These light switches, if you hit them, the light over there goes out and this light goes out. So what happens when you're laying in bed and you lean up against the switches, the lights go on and off. So it's kind of a pain in the neck. It's an odd place to put switches. And we do hit them quite frequently. All right, thanks for coming along. We are on the Caribbean Princess. And now it's time to do our room review. We are in room R733. And we do this on every cruise that we're on or any hotel we're in. We try to do a review after our stay.
And we've been here quite a few days.
We've been here almost 2 months now. Going on 2 months in this same cabin.
Yes.
And I don't know if you know it or not, but the light on the camera automatically turned on because we have it set on automatic. Has never happened in any other cabin we've been in. This cabin is freaking dark.
So you're going right for the negatives.
I'm going right to the negative. Usually I say, hey, Andrea, you want to do positives or you want to do negatives? I am so sorry, honey. I didn't even give you a choice. The dark room just irritates me so much.
Before we go down the irritation level,
The negatives?
let's just talk about the one positives, because I think there's only one. At least there's only one on my list.
Wait a minute. There's more than one positive.
You think?
All right.
Oh.
You want to go with your positive first, and it's probably the same positive as mine, but go ahead.
The only positive I have about this room is that it is a perfect location for us. It is on deck 14, Riviera, as Michael mentioned. It is right below the Lido deck, which is on deck 15. So we go right up the stairs and we get to food. But also, we are in the back of the ship and we are like 3-4 doors down, inside cabin, from the aft of the ship.
Three doors down.
And right at the end of our hallway is a door that goes outside and up a couple of steps to the
It's our private balcony.
terrace pool.
I call it a private
public
balcony.
balcony.
Yeah. Our private, semi-private public balcony.
Yeah, because it's been at times very much of a ghost town out there if it's been cold, because we're on a Norwegian.
We're in the Arctic Circle cruise, but the thing here, okay, that's a good positive.
So that's the positive. It's the location. For me, it's a great location.
We like the front ship on the Princess as well, because on the Lido deck, the deck 15, we like that room that's right there in the front. It's not this cabin, but it's in the front. Remember, it was in the front right next to the burger joint. Okay, that's in one of our videos. You'll see it. I think it was on the Majestic Princess. We were on the front of the ship on deck 15. But let's stick back to deck 14, R733. So your positive is the location to our semi-private public balcony.
As well as being very close to the Lido.
Close to the Lido. I was going to go there. So I agree with your positive.
But that goes with location.
Yeah, but I agree with the positive, because once we walk 3 doors out, we're out in that public-private balcony area, pool, bar, music. Then you go up, I don't know, maybe 10 steps, and bang, you're in the buffet area. And the buffet has been amazing. It really has. Yeah. But let's get back to the room. So those are the two positives. It's location to the...
That's one thing. Yeah. Location.
And you don't have any others? Are you digging deep? She's digging deep.
I don't really think I do.
Wow. If you're doing work like we do work and we're doing stuff, the lighting is a big problem for us. So on this particular age ship, because the lighting is like a fluorescent light, there's a couple of LEDs, but it's just odd lighting.
Yes.
I would probably go for a balcony or a window on this particular ship.
Yeah, I mean, I think that being an inside room, you have no natural light. I think it's probably, whether it's this room or any other internal room on this ship, the lighting is going to be poor in the room. It just always feels like there's a hazy cast to everything and you can't see anything.
Oh, it's a number one negative. It's just dark.
Okay, let's move on.
We're done beating dark up.
Please.
All right, let's move on to some other negatives. These freaking beds. Can you see these beds beside us? Ay, Chihuahua, did you hit yourself on that? I've hit my head
a couple times. Yeah, it took some getting used to. So if you're here for only one, like I said, we were on this ship for a few journeys, and
almost 2 months.
This is like a big nuisance. You cannot stand up when you get out of bed. So if you have, rather than pullmans that come down from the ceiling, but they come off the wall, big headache. I can't imagine having 4 people in this room.
I was gonna go there.
So
you're on fire today. You're taking all these words right out of my mouth.
Tough.
Just the 2 of us in this room. Imagine these 2 beds down, and we're here with 2 other people.
And then
where are they gonna put their stuff?
And then, not to go back to it, but those down, and then thinking about how dark it is underneath them. Oh my gosh.
Oh, put me in freaking cruise
Prison.
ship depression.
Anyways.
So the 2 beds, negative. As you go down the hallway, there's a censored light that turns on and turns off. I kind of like those lights, but this one here has got an attitude.
I think it's a timing thing, or it's the scope of the sensor. It just shuts off. You're underneath. It shuts off.
Like you're in the freaking thing, not working the way it's supposed to.
Yeah. And then you mentioned the upper beds being, difficult to get around, but let's talk about the beds that we sleep in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want me to say it? The very first night I get in the bed, I literally is the bed, I sunk all the way down maybe a foot. I'm like, honey, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Poor Michael, he's got the really soft side. Mine has a little bit of firmness to it, but literally he'll, I don't know if you can tell right now, we're sitting on the bed. He's lower than I am because of the bed.
The bed just sinks.
It's just terrible. I can't, they need to be replaced.
The beds definitely, you could tell that they're worn
and that was tired. One of the things, I don't usually, those questionnaires they give you, first impressions, as well as things that you'd like to see. That was one of the things that I actually wrote on the list. I'm like, I know this ship is going to dry dock, so hopefully...
in October,
shortly,
maybe,
but I think it's supposed to be going to dry dock, but hopefully one of the things they're going to replace on this is the beds, because if anybody else has beds like this in their room, which I've heard people complain about them, so I'm thinking it's the age that they need to be replaced.
And you know what's crazy is we usually don't talk a lot of negatives about our cabins, and we do a lot of inside cabins. We do balconies, we do window cabins, but this one here, quite honestly, has been
a lot of things that are tired need to be updated. Yeah. I mean, we made the best of it for sure.
Always
so,
make the best of it. We're grateful to be here. So.
Exactly. So it's not that bad, but I'm just pointing out all the things that, whether it's this room or any other interior room, is going to be an issue for people. The only other thing in this room, I think, was, for whatever reason, every day we seem to have to call guest services to have our TV reset. So for those of you who don't know this, your TV is on a satellite digital system. It has a home screen, and then you can pick movies or whatever it is that you want to watch.
We have to do it once or twice a night. We'll be watching a movie, and the thing will just sit there and spin. Or it would leave. It would just leave the movie and goes to the home screen.
Or sometimes I get a message that says it's saving hard disk space. Like,
gotta get out of bed. Gotta call the front desk. Hey, can you reset the TV
every night?
Hang up. at least once or twice. I mean,
Sure, Mr. Hubbard.
Yeah.
R733.
yeah,
Yes, that's it.
There was another thing in this room. One night we were laying down in bed, looking up at the ceiling, and we had dimes in the vent because someone
There's a panel.
previous put dimes in the vent because it must have made a little tit noise.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna take the dimes out, and
No.
and Andrew said, "Don't you
Don't do
touch
it."
those dimes." I said, "But that's 30 cents, hon.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you touch those dimes."
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Just another sign of the age.
Yeah. So TV.
Oh,
Workspace is a
workspace
little
is
on the
tight for
small.
us.
But
Storage.
that's us. Not everybody is working like we do, so I think that it's a smaller size desk than we would like, but it worked.
But desk storage was like the drawers and stuff. They have these cabinets on the like these little things, open things on the side. But
yeah, but they that's been a lot of
not a
the
lot.
ships.
But the other thing is electronics wise. You definitely want to come on board with a cruise approved strip for multiple plugs, because you only have two US plugs
Yes.
at the desk area. You have no USBs, you have no other electronics except two plugs at the desk, and one plug in the bathroom, but the plug in the bathroom is limited to like a toothbrush or a shaver.
Yes.
So you definitely want to look for a cruise approved plug, additional plug. We have one. We'll show you one here in the video.
Yep. So then you mentioned the bathroom. Another little downside that I think in the shower. This is usually Michael's big thing to say.
Oh.
The shower head is stationary, which means it does not. It's not a wand. It does not
I
come
like the
down.
wand that comes off,
Yeah.
and I could go like this and woohoo.
Yeah.
And
it's good for me. Like if I'm washing my hair, I can bring the. No, but I will say
water pressure
is really good. So if you like a nice strong shower water pressure, you'll like that.
The
You'll
water
like that.
pressure is unfriggin' believable.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like just the shower head, but what happens as human beings, we adapt.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely. And we just make the best of it.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, all these things, were things that were not great for us. I wouldn't say negative, but they weren't great. But we adapted, like Michael said, so we made do for sure.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything?
I think that we covered quite a bit. I guess the question is, would you come back? Would you book this room again?
Oh gosh. I'm hoping that they would fix the beds, maybe have new mattresses.
Don't bank on it. Go ahead. What's the next thing?
I think I would. I think I want this location, but I think I'd rather have a balcony or a different room.
Yeah, definitely I would want a different room. I would not want this room again. I would want maybe a balcony room over here. At the very end, there are rooms that have portholes at the end, like 3 rooms down on the back.
Mm.
So maybe that. I don't think I would come back to this room. The lighting
is... portholes? They're not balconies in the back? Yeah, balconies in the back.
No, I was talking to a lady that she was on this cruise. There's 2 rooms, the same exact cruise, and she was telling me there was 2 rooms next deck down that have portholes, and they got flooded because the pool, it was bad weather, and the pool overflowed. This is what she told me. And the water went into the cabin, and with the matter of fact, it went into a balcony room. So those are the porthole rooms that I was talking about. And then it didn't affect them, it affected the balcony room.
Okay, hearsay. Let's move on.
Oh, it's hearsay. Listen, I just tell you what people told me. But I wouldn't come back to this room.
If it was the only room.
Oh, it was the only one available and I had to do a room, I'd do it.
But I think I'd like to pay a little extra and still stay in this area and do a balcony.
But if you but wait, if you're the only one, I would buy a portable light that you could plug in. But make sure you have a ship approved 4 plugs or something like that, because if you plug your light in, you're not going to have a plug for anything else. But the moral to that story is we would not book this cabin again. Unless we absolutely had to.
I don't want to say that. I never like to say that.
I never like to say it either, but I need something that's got some... The lighting was number 1. The bedding was number 2.
The lighting is going to be for any inside cabin.
I understand. On this particular... We've been inside cabins on many ships. Lighting's perfectly fine.
So I guess that's what I'm saying. I would pay... If I'm going to do an inside room, if I'm going to do this ship, I would probably prefer to do a balcony versus an inside room. On
this particular ship, the age of the ship and the quality of the lighting. I'm sure it's not specific to this particular cabin.
Yeah.
But that's it. And we always end with that. Would we book this room again? And we don't like saying we wouldn't. That's for sure. But I wouldn't.
Then I guess I wouldn't. I have to go with whatever he says.
But it's not true.
He books them.
You tell me all. That's a lie. You book them. Oh my God. Do you see this stuff?
All right. Thanks for coming along on our journey.
Thanks for coming along on Hubbard's journey. And ciao for now.
See you soon.
See you soon. If you have any comments, leave them down below.